Georgia's struggling SNAP benefits program is getting extra help to deal with the ongoing renewal delays. But the green light to beat back the backlog didn't come until after we started asking a lot of questions nearly 2 months later. Liza Lucas is working to get you those answers.
According to documents that we obtained through open records requests, the Georgia Department of Human Services knew that current caseworkers could only complete 44% of SNAP renewals, leaving tens of thousands of families without support. The agency started asking for help and overtime approval the very first week of May as the number of people desperate for food support continued to grow. Take a look at this timeline we have here. On May 3rd, DHS asked the governor's Office of Planning and Budget for $600,000 in American Rescue Plan funding to cover overtime for 525 caseworkers for the next 3 months. Now, according to that request, overtime could potentially increase the number of SNAP renewals processed by 10,000 cases per month. On June 20th, 11 Alive asked DHS if employees would be offered overtime to deal with the delays. 2 days later, DHS responds to 11 Alive, saying employees can receive comp time for voluntarily working extra. They also offered scheduled benefits and stipends for non-casework staff. On June 26th, 11 Alive filed an open records request asking for overtime requests between DHS and the Office of Planning and Budget. And on June 30th, another nearly identical overtime request for the $600,000 is placed and approved the same day. That request says more than 96,000 SNAP renewals are pending state action, with approximately 50,000 overdue going into July. I asked the Office of Planning and Budget why the initial request was pending from May, only to be re-requested. OPB compared this to any other extra expense requests, saying that they worked with DHS to examine staffing and workload demands to figure out the reasons for the backlog, adding in part, continuously requiring caseworkers to commit to overtime is not a sustainable long-term solution. The office says it worked on a short-term overtime catch-up plan, which includes recruiting additional staff and cross-training staff from other areas to help manage the workload. We've got all of our reporting on the backlog on 11alive.com.